Hey y'all, it's your girl K Divine coming back with another message. This one's been said a lot, but this is my perspective on it. And the message is misery loves company. And I know that people hear that all the time, but I think when people think about misery loving company, they think about someone who is like in a really like depressed type of mood, and they want you to come and sit with them and cry with them and all of that. But sometimes miserable people are just mad because they see you shining in a certain way, and they hate that you shine. And so then they start doing weird stuff. Like if you've ever been around people and you minding your business, you ain't bothered with nobody, you ain't said nothing to nobody, you just minding your business, and then people start doing weird stuff around you, just you just be looking like what's, or they start saying stuff out loud, real like trying to get your attention. Those people are miserable, and especially when you're on a certain frequency, like when you raise your vibration as you heal, and your vibration, raises, it goes higher. The people around you, all these low vibrational people, they can feel your energy, and your energy is so potent to the point of like it lingers. Like I've had people who haven't physically seen me yet, but they would be like, so like they'll come near my car though, and it's almost as if they know that somebody with a high energetic like field, like that's my property and it belongs to me. And I'm like, how did that person, like, they just be doing weird, and they just watch you. Some people will watch you, some people will try to um find a way to like get in your way, or like find a way to like piss you off, like try to blame you for something stupid. Like I've had people um in facilities try to like find a way to blame me for pulling fire alarms or causing stuff like that to happen, and it's just like, bro, like I wasn't even over there. Like, or people will get in your way, they'll bump into you or something and try to be like, oh, excuse me, and it's just like it was just an accident, or like I didn't see you there, or like people do weird stuff. And it's like, especially because some people be wanting you to, they want you to emotionally react. That's always going to be the common theme, is that they want you to have an emotional reaction. But the reason why, like, it's because these people know that your peace and your stillness and your calmness, it's intimidating to them, because they operate off of chaos, and they don't understand how you are okay with not being chaotic or wanting to be, because like if once you get to a certain point in your healing journey, drama, like certain levels of drama, like for me, I can't watch reality TV like that anymore. The only reality show that I watch these days is like RuPaul's Drag Race, and I watch it for the fashion. Okay, I watch it to see, and then see who's gonna be crowned. But as far as like them being catty and all that with each other, I don't care for those parts. I'm like, just bring on the runway, okay? But like people will really like drama, just that's just how they thrive, like because those are the same people who they gossip. This is why people will start telling lies about you. Like you'll be in a place, like I said, you be minding your business, and people will just start making up stories about you for no reason. They'll just start telling people like, oh well, she this and that, and then so then people start trying to come around to see if they can see it. That's why random people will start like I said, being weird towards you, because some people who target you, go watch my last video about being targeted by people, they're all mentally ill. Like I said, and these people make up lies, and they believe their lies. They believe their lies so much that they try to force you to be that person that they've been telling everyone that you are. Or some of these people just think you're dumb. They think you're stupid because you might be just a like a happy bubbly type of person, or you may just have one of those personalities where you you don't you flow, you're easygoing. It's just like, I'm not trying to, I don't need to get rah rah about every little thing that comes in my way. It's cool, I could just keep it pushing, it's not a big deal. A lot of people aren't going to like that because, like I said, they need chaos in order to function. And your peace is intimidating because they're like, how does this person just not care? And you not caring will piss them off even more. And I'm telling you, and I've said this in other videos, like, people will crash out over you. People will crash out trying to infiltrate on your peace. And that's the crazy part because, like I said, like, they be so hell-bent on, like, making you their target. And don't be an easy target for people. Like, you may not be able to control what people do to you, or towards you. You can't We can't control other people's actions, but we can control ourselves, right? And I may not be able to control the way that someone perceives me, so they can perceive me any way that they would like. They could be like, oh well, she's stuck up. Okay, if you think I'm stuck up, then that's your opinion. Even though I didn't say anything to you, I didn't do anything to you, just believe I'm stuck up just because I didn't speak to you, or whatever the case may be. Those, they can deal with their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, but I don't need to defend myself. I don't need to be like, oh no, I'm actually a really nice person. Like, those people don't care. They want you to be a stuck up person because that's what they told themselves already, and they want to believe it. They want to believe it so bad, and that's why people will start plotting against you, trying to set you up to have some sort of big emotional reaction. And most of the time, it's because, like, these people are low vibrational and they want to bring you down to their level. Like, you have to understand, like, you are a disruptor energetically. Like, it's a part of your mission here. Unfortunately, I know it's a blessing and a curse, okay? Because it doesn't always feel good. Because some people are really cruel. Like, some people can get really, really cruel, but your energy legitimately, it makes every mask that these people have up, it makes it fall. And these people are revealing who they really are. People can't be fake around you. And that is why they try to bring you down to their level, because they feel it, like they feel like you're up here, and they want to feel like they're better than you. They want to feel like they got something on you. So, and that's why I got another video where I said they think you're perfect. And it's true. When people are plotting against you, and they're, like I said, their aim is for you to have some sort of negative emotional reaction to their nonsense. When you don't respond or react to them right away or initially, one, that scares them because they're confused, because they're like, okay, so that, because now they're confused, like, well, did they notice, do they know, or what's going on? They get confused. And your silence, the more silent you are, and the less that you tell them what it is that you know, the more irritated they get. Because, like I said, their goal is to bring you down. Because they've and I'll say this all the time, like, people truly do take your confidence as arrogance. And it's like, you're not even going around boasting about yourself. You're not going around being like, oh yeah, I'm so beautiful, I'm so smart. Like, you don't even do that. You just show up. And a lot of people aren't confident in themselves, and their confidence is fake. Because the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. Anybody who's coming into a room and they got to be loud and they got to do all this, they're weak. They don't have real power. The only power that these people have is it's a perceived power. It's an illusion. People believe that they have power over people, and it's because they have mastered being able to emotionally manipulate people. And when you become unfuckwittable, when you get to a point of stillness where it's like, I see what you're doing, and okay, when you become unbothered by people, and their bullshit, you become a very dangerous individual. Because like I said, these people have worked for years mastering these tactics. They have spent a lot of time doing these things to a lot of people for a very, very long time. And when they come into contact with somebody like you, sometimes they feel like, "Ooh, this one's just hard to get." Oh, or like I said, they think you're dumb. So they're like, and so then they might up the ante because they think you're stupid. So they're like, "Oh, this person's stupid, so we're just going to do X, Y, and Z." But really what they're doing is they're exposing themselves. And you got to let them. Let people expose themselves. Because when everything is said and done, they can't turn it back on you and say, "Well, you did this, this, and that." No, I didn't. I didn't do nothing. I just was here. This is why when it comes down to like, if you feel like you're being mistreated, and you probably are, take a step back from it and say, okay, what is this person's aim? What are they trying to do? They're not giving me the correct treatment so that I'm upset. Okay, I know that I deserve the correct treatment because I haven't done anything to anybody. I haven't been rude. I haven't, I just existed here. So it's like, so it's not me. I'm not the problem. You have to stand on the truth that you are not the problem. And when you try to fight for, you know, this this acceptance, or because that's really what it is, you got to let your ego go in those ways. Like you're, because if when you're arguing with these people, their intention is to continue to mistreat you. They have zero intention on changing their mind. You cannot change these people. And a lot of these people, like most people are too prideful, that once they've made a decision on how they're going to treat you, they're not going to be able to turn back and say, okay, let me correct myself and treat this person correctly, because they can't take accountability. Because again, these people be lying to themselves, and they believe their lies. They're mentally ill. They tell themselves like, well, no, this person is a, well, no, they're this and they're that. So no, I'm not gonna treat them well because they don't deserve it. And so they keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again, trying to get you to react and respond. And then, like I said, by the end of whatever it is that you're going through, whatever the situation is, you've adapted to the situation, you've moved around it, or you just, plain let it go, be like, it's not my, I don't have time. And, you do what you got to do in the meantime. And then once you leave, then people be sitting there dumbfounded. They be like, I don't know. Like, they don't know what to say or what to do, because every tactic that they have used, it failed. And then some of these people will spiral into kind of like depressive states. That's a narcissistic injury, by the way. That's a narcissistic injury. And that's when some of these people will crash out. You'll hear about it, especially these are personal relationships. You may hear about someone crashing out like later on. They be like, oh yeah, well, they kind of like, they've been kind of going off on people, and they've been, or they've been kind of not really responding, and they kind of been hiding out. And then they'll be like, well, what did you do to them or whatever? And then they find out like, oh, you didn't do nothing to them. They just mad because they can't get you to react to their bullshit. And that pisses a lot of people off. And the crazy part about this is that for some of you, especially like, my deep empaths, like my super empaths, like you probably try to show these people a level of love and stability that they've never had before. And you would think that after them experiencing this with you, that they would feel more confident and comfortable being vulnerable and trying to change their ways. But like I said, you can't change people. People have to want to change. Some of these people prayed for someone like you. A lot of times that's what happens. A lot of times, a lot of these people prayed for something like you or someone like you. Or they said like, I just wish I had a person in my life that, actually really cared about me and actually like supported me and, loved me through my struggles. And then here you come with all your greatness, and they can't handle it. They reject it. They say that they want love, they say that they want this level of commitment and, this level of loyalty, but one, they reject it, and then they can't even, they're incapable of reciprocating. Like, they want you to be loyal to them while they go and stomp on your heart every day. Just like those, those relationships, those guys that will tell you like, oh, you the perfect woman. I always wanted a woman just like you, but he's still going and cheating on you every chance he get. And it's like, oh, you just wanted a doormat. You wanted somebody who gives you good love so that you can go and find pleasure other places, and so you have somebody holding you down at home. Yeah, no, I'm good. You deserve better. And when this is like in businesses, like like hotel stays, or if you're at school and things of that nature, you just have to adapt to these situations the best that you can, and not allow it to like make you like upset. Like, because in my travels, what I have noticed is that there's a lot of miserable people. It's a lot of evil people who run these places too. Like, and when you step up on the scene, your energy is so potent, and I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why these people target us like this. Like, it's almost like they can't help it. Because it's like, I know y'all are warned. Because I know for a lot of y'all spiritual warriors, that like my real life demon slayers, because I consider myself to be a real life demon slayer. Plus, that's one of my favorite animes. I think that's why I connected so much with that anime. But anyways, you're a real life demon slayer. Like, you eat demons for breakfast. Like, people's little petty tactics and stuff. Like, you'll have people running home crying with their tail between their legs because they tried to get one up on you, and you were too spiritually unmatched. Especially these people who may look like on the outside like they have more than you, but you're higher ranked in the spiritual realm than them, and they like I said, they go home with their tail between their legs, and they go home and cry and be like, why is she like that and not me? It's like, because I did the work. You could do that too. But they don't want to let go of them demons. They don't want to let go of that stuff. All of us at some point had some demon attachments. Like, all of us did. Some of us still have some attachments. And I'm sure over time, as you heal, you'll learn to let them go. It's not easy. I was just saying, like a couple weeks ago, I had to let go of marijuana. And for many years, like, I loved smoking. That was one of my favorite things to do. That was something that me and my friends did. We used to share ounces and stuff together at the dispensaries. Like, I had all this equipment. I had a stash box and everything. It was so beautiful, But it's like, I had to let it go because it was something that I don't need anymore. And I miss it at times, but I know that I don't need it. And it's like, I'm just missing the attachment that I had to it. It's not that it helped me like a lot or anything. It did help me in the beginning of my spiritual journey. It helped me to tap in better. But now I don't. I have other methods of tapping in, like, my meditation, and I use like nature and water and things of that nature to be able to hone in and listen. Also, eliminating like social media and limiting my screen time and things of that nature. Like, those things also help me tap in better. But yeah, misery loves company, y'all. Y'all just have to be careful around here, because some of these folks, they just don't, they like I said, they can't help themselves, and they'll keep picking at you because it's like they want to conquer things. Like, it makes them feel powerful to know that they can get people. And the fact that they have done certain things and they didn't get the reaction that they wanted out of you, one, it scares them, and two, especially if it comes down to people's jobs, because like I said, a lot of these people will tell lies about you for no reason. They'll make up a story and spread lies to other people about you. So then you'll see people walking around that you haven't even met or interacted with. They'll start treating you funny. They'll start laughing at you and all this other stuff. And it's like, I don't even know these people, and those people don't even know me. I think I just saw a content creator post something today that one of the content creators I follow posted something like they tell lies to people about you that they don't even know you, but they tell lies about you to other people that they don't know. And I'm like, that is so true, because they just be making stuff up. They making stuff up because, one, these people do it for attention. They do it for attention, and then it's like a show for them. So they pick their victim, right? They pick their victim, and they make up a story, they make up a lie saying like, oh well, this person was so mean and rude to me, or blah 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 blah, they play victim. And then so now everybody's looking at you, scrutinizing you like you did something wrong, and you just like, what's going on? But nobody will come to you and tell you what you did. Not a single person will come to you and be like, well, this person said that you did X, Y, and Z. They won't say any of that to you. They'll just start treating you funny because they all think that if they just treat you poorly, that it'll make you snap so they can prove that you're that type of person. But when you're just like, then the person who told them lies looks real stupid in the end, right? And some of these people will literally lose their jobs over trying to knock you out of your position. I promise you they will. People will lose their jobs. Katria J just made a video the other day saying like these people will die trying to get you out of your position. Like some people honestly will. Like some people are crazy to the point where like they can't figure out why you keep getting blessed. They can't figure out how it is that you keep getting knocked down, but you keep getting back up. So they'll be thinking like, oh, this person's got to have some sort of like sugar daddy or some sort of trust fund or something. Something or somebody is helping this person to get back up. And so they'll just go and they will spend way more time than they should worried about you. And these are people that you don't even think about. These are people that you're not thinking about, that you have, like, you don't care about these people. But they're worried and obsessed with you. I'm telling you, these people are mentally ill. That's mental illness. Being obsessed with somebody who ain't bothered with you, who you don't even know for real. These people will have people following you. They'll dig into your life. Like they'll go and dig and go and find your social media pages, try to see if they can connect some dots. And then these people will dig so far and just to find out that it's God. Ooh. They'll dig so far in your life just to find out that the only thing that is blessing you is God. And that's a tough, that'll make somebody go into the mental ward, because they were so for sure that they was gonna find some damning piece of evidence on you. They were so sure that they were gonna find that you got a secret sugar daddy in the background that's been paying your bills and been doing all this stuff for you. And then when they find out that it's just God that just keeps blessing you and just keeps making sure that you always good. Ooh. Because one, these people don't really believe in God. Even these people who claim that they're, religious, because it's not just Christians, it's other people who do, have other religious beliefs, who claim that they're super into that belief system, but they really aren't. They use it as a ploy to exploit and manipulate people. I'm gonna make a video soon about my history with Christianity and my hate for lukewarm Christians, because that needs to be discussed and those people need to be studied. But like, it's even those people, like they tell people that God be blessing them, but they be really behind the scenes doing like mad crimes. And you be like, ooh, I gotta get into my history about that too, because I've lived through that. Okay, I've lived through Christian people claiming that they were, so godly, but really they full on criminals. I'm gonna do a story time about that soon too, because I was trying to do some stuff. I was trying to record some stuff about that yesterday, but Spirit said not yet. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I'm given the okay to go. But that was my message, guys. Like, these people really are miserable out here, and don't let these people. Oh, hi Tori. Let me say hi to Tori. Don't let these people get you off kilter. That's what they want. They want you to be upset. Like, go find something to watch, or like go do something that makes you happy. Listen to some music. Just try to stay grounded in those times. When you start seeing people trying to act weird towards you, just start being even more happy, because that pisses them off. And I say, keep them people mad. Make them mad every single time. All right, y'all. That was my message. It's your girl, K Divine. I'll see you later. Bye.